Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Do a Level of Startopia. Mission 8, the Zedem Conclave. Yes, after all the excitement and unnervedness of the previous mission, the game decides to give us something nice and relaxed. Again, I'll let Val explain.
After a spot of violence, it makes a nice change to arrive in the peaceful Zedem system. Now the Zedem Conclave would like you to administer this sanctuary station, helping any passing souls in need of spiritual enlightenment. Basic facilities have been provided, along with a generous grant from the Zedem Conclave. Although in less than perfect condition, the adjoining segments can be made habitable with only a small outlay of energy. You should get to work setting up the station as soon as possible.
Right, here we go. And this is the energy collector, which we'll set up in the corner here. Now the adjoining station is 10,000, that's actually quite nice. It's not as gouging as it could be. Set up the basic facilities in the layout that I've become accustomed to. Come on. Place the doors. Alright.
A couple of Zedem monks from the High Church are coming on board to help you begin your work. If you follow them up to the biodeck, you might catch a glimpse of them constructing one of their fabled mysterious star temples.
Sweet. Hungry and all that. So here we have the Zedem monks. Very peaceful aliens. They don't do much, except for really just convert aliens with a heavy conscience to do the right thing. Yeah, there's not really much use for Zedem monks. All they really do on board the station is spend money and convert other aliens into penitent, which we haven't seen yet, I believe. But that's also not important. That you have them, however, is important. Alright, so let's get some basic facilities built as soon as these doors open. Can we build a recycler? Yes, we can. It's nice when the game gives me basic facilities.
Temples are where troubled aliens visit to confess their sins and redeem their souls. Star temples can only be constructed by Zedem monks that you've made resident. The more monks you hire, the larger the temple will be. You should try to hire enough monks to construct a full-size temple.
Yeah, about 12. Are you any good? Alright. What? No, I want you on my staff. I need enough talk. Alright, so let's go to the biodeck, and here we have the beginnings of the Star Temple, which is basically just this spire and a couple of these, well, I suppose you could call them rune stones. There's usually only just one, given the section. Of course, we're not the only ones aboard the station. We are the red team, I think, yeah. Let's also get some Kamarama people going.
It is I, the pious Aronor, your humble service. As a religious person, you might cast an all-seeing eye on my goods. I don't have any saintly relics, but I have plenty of other things.
I'm sure you do. Let's see if you have anything useful. I'll take a
A
look.
trade ship was detected near your station.
A cargo hold. And a power booster. The rest is actually not that important right now. Right, we'll just set up some basic facilities. We don't need to worry too much about what we need for this mission. After all, it's not a very hard mission. And all we really need is just more Zedem monks. Let's see, let's also get a sick bay going. We have the energy, you might as well spend it. Are you any good? You're a criminal, thus I cannot use you. Well, let's also get a factory going, and let's hope we get some Gorulian Salt-hogs. Alright, is there any decent doctors aboard? Also a criminal.
It is I, the pious Rotary Rumble Service. As a religious person, you might cast an all-seeing eye on my goods. I don't have any saintly relics, but I have plenty of other things.
Yes, I'm sure you have. Let's keep our inventory clear. There's gonna be a lot of criminals coming on board. Which is fine, I suppose. So I'll just take whatever I can get right now.
There is a solar flare in progress. Shall I reconfigure the collector to gather some solar energy?
Yes, please. Right, let's also get the power booster built. Make sure we don't run out of energy, and we might have to set up some recreational facilities. In particular, a love nest and a star motel. Probably will do for now.
You have run out of a type of cargo.
Well, that was fast. I don't have any doctors. Do I? Didn't hire any. Criminal. But looks like he's trying to make his life better. At least
The solar flare has ended.
he's not doing anything illegal that I can technically get him on. Alright. You're very expensive. How about you? You're sick, but are you unblemished, alright?
It came to pass that the Rona arrived, and the administrator saw that he was good, and did purchase much from him.
For now, I'll buy that from you. I do need more doctors, though. Let's see. Just come on board. Are you clean as a star whistle? Alright, you'll do. Alright, hardplan items. Let's put in a power booster and a star motel. Pleasant accommodations. Yeah, sure. We need as many pilgrims as we can, so let's find more Zedem monks we can hire. You're good. No, I don't know exactly which stats you need to look out for Zedem monks specifically. I'm gonna guess skill and determination probably help. But they're not combat aliens, so it's not that important.
The Casvagorian pilgrims are here. I might have forgotten to mention that the Zedem have also installed another representative on the far side of the station. This being is in competition with you. While blessings await the first to complete the task, failure will bring excommunication and you'll be shunned throughout the galaxy. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. My sources indicate that your opponent has a resident Zedem monk.
The godly Arona here still got religion, my friend? Well, how about some of my goods for your cathedral in the sky? All have been consecrated by 11 of the galaxy's 15 popes.
That's a lot of popes. Right, how about some of these people? On the toilet, of course they are. Come out. I see you. I think I've got cameras in there. You didn't wash your hands, did you? Are you criminal? Nope. Right, then you can work here. How about you? Wake up. Are you criminal? Nope. Then you work for me.
Someone has decided to devote their life to Zedem and become a penitent. Penitents don a large, bulky outer shell known as a penance suit during their service. You can easily spot the large, bulky form of the suit among the normal inhabitants. The task of a penitent is to uphold and promote the word of Zedem. Their suits act as a protective armor, and it is said they contain holy firepower to smite the enemies of Zedem. You converted an alien and created a penitent. You received 5,000 E from the Zedem Conclave and their most religious thanks. As you already learned, for each alien you convert into a penitent, the Zedem Church will grant you 5,000 E. After all, everything has a price, even souls.
Hi, Arona here. I've got some stray furry aliens.
The Zedem Conclave wish you to perform the ritual of ascension, one of the most sacred of Zedem events. To do this, you'll need to convert at least 12 aliens into penitents, and speed up this process by increasing the numbers of aliens visiting the station. Expand and build facilities, and the aliens will flock to you, increasing your chances of creating penitents.
Well, that's basically good advice. Alright, so we need to create penitents. Let's see. Yeah, here they are. Very useful, and their price will not vary at all.
And it came to pass.
I don't care right now. Let's see. Let's just get some stuff built.
Good, and did purchase much from him.
Dynamats and some litter bins. Yeah, we definitely need more facilities, more everything. Let's build some scuzzers. And we'll need more... are you any good? You're dedicated. Model citizen, you work for me. And we already have a criminal... Oh, crap. Yeah, these fuzzy critters seem nice. But they are a trap. Most insidious. These are actually larval scratches. Which in itself is not too bad, as long as they stay larval. You can sort of think of these as the chest bursters from Aliens, more or less, if they weren't in your chest. Your residents don't particularly care that these creatures are here, and they'll eat vermin, which is kind of a problem, because if they eat enough vermin, they will actually turn into scratches, which are the big bug aliens that you don't want on your station. So generally you prefer these creatures to starve. Bit tricky. I suppose you... I'm not entirely sure what triggers them coming aboard, because I kinda missed the event. I know that Arona at some point gives you a box of furry critters, which I guess is these guys, for no cost, even though you don't want them. But you have to deal with them. I can't really afford to get a lockdown brick right now. Besides, I don't have any security skills anymore.
My sources indicate that your opponent has a resident Zedem monk.
Right, I need more Korean Salt-hogs. So let's get more. Right, how many resident doctors do I have? Just the 2, right. Is anyone begging for a promotion? Not really.
Hey, you shouldn't worship stuff you can't see. Worship my goods instead. Nothing but the best for you, my saintly friend.
Those that visit a Zedem sanctuary are often seeking a cure to their own evil ways. The temptation to commit crimes is strong, however, and they may lose their resolve and take advantage of the good nature of the Zedems. This unfortunately means that even within this hallowed hull, security measures are needed. A few security staff and scuzzers, as well as a small lockdown brig, may well prove prudent.
Which is why we bought the lockdown brick. And now that I have enough money to deploy it, it should be fine. Let's see, is this wide enough? Not quite. Needs to be at least one more wider. And... there, that'll do for now.
Those that visit a Zedem sanctuary are often seeking... You converted an alien and created a penitent. You received 5,000 E from the Zedem Conclave, and their most religious thanks. The Zedem Conclave has many enemies throughout the galactic rim. Reports indicate that the dangerous cult of atheists, who violently oppose the Zedem movement, have been seen in this sector. You had best be on the lookout for enemy agents sent to disrupt your almost holy good work.
I saw what you did there.
You converted an alien and created a penitent. You received 5,000 E from the Zedem Conclave, and their most religious thanks. A factory has completed its production.
Right. And another recycler. I want a recharger over on this side. And one here. Yeah. Deploy. Alright, I was looking for doctors, I believe. The highest skill. That's darn expensive. Clean as a star whistle, though. And you. Alright. We should keep increasing the supply of Zedem monks.
Until you get the religious thing out of your system, you want to act all godly and take a look at what I've got for you.
I want more, but I can't afford more. Let's put in another star motel, since we want loads of space for people.
A criminal has been incarcerated.
And a Levatron. And let's buy a few more cells. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. See you all next time.